back to another episode of Access Code Podcast, hosted by yours truly. If my mama's watching, Cody. To everybody else, Code. We back with another episode, and you can see the look is a little different. And this is the 3rd year anniversary of Access Code Podcast. So, of course, you guys know that if I do an anniversary show or any type of show, I got to bring special people with me. But before I introduce her, I want to say a little story before we get started. Last year, 778 Music Group had it on lock. Started the year with Courtney Lachelle with Not One Love Song, just surpassed the 1-year anniversary for that. After that, we had Cooley High. He had Something Blue, great album and everything. And Rachel Black with 2090. And I interviewed all 3 of them. But there was somebody that reached out to me, was like, hold on. They were great, but I also got to drop as well. And that is the person I have with me today. Model, actress, singer, Miss Mariah Denee. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Glad to have you on the podcast.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. So we're going to get into all the things I just introduced you on, and we're going to, get to know a little bit more about you and everything like that.
Okay.
So with you being an artist, how did you get your start in music?
So I actually grew up in the church doing music. That's where I started. My dad's a pastor, so I grew up singing, playing keys and all that in church, against my will at first. It had to grow on me because I hated it at first because I was forced to do it. And so that's where it started for me. I will say I did gospel all the way up until a couple of years ago, and then I tapped into the R&B world, neo-soul.
Okay.
And so it's new to me. I didn't really grow up heavy R&B. I would sneak and listen to like Chris Brown and Rihanna and stuff behind my dad's back. But so I grew up primarily like gospel, church music, and then got into R&B and neo-soul a couple years ago. So
okay, and you already answered my second question. I was going to be like, what music did you grow up on?
Yeah, and
stuff. And I feel you on the church thing because my mom made me do ushering. At least it was every fifth Sunday. Okay. So I had a little break and everything. But then after a while, I was okay. I'm already here, so we might as well just do it. Plus, doing it for the Lord and everything. We're close to Easter, y'all. So yeah. So but also with you being an artist, you also a model and everything like that. You seem very natural when you do these photo shoots, I should say. So, how is that like? Did you always want to be a model as well, or did that just kind of just tap in with you being an artist?
I would say I always wanted to model. Okay. I really didn't think that it could happen. I didn't know how to make it happen, I guess. So I always wanted to model. I always loved taking pictures in the mirror all the time. So love modeling. It's something that just kind of fell into my lap, honestly. Okay. When I first originally started modeling, it was for a boutique. And so someone actually tagged me in a post because she was looking for models. Oh, okay. So that's how I started. I'll have to show you a picture of my very first photo shoot. It was not like there are today. Everybody's first thing is, it's the first. Right. And then if you do it for a long time on the consistency, right, it's a difference. Do you have a favorite photo shoot of yours? Because I actually have a favorite from you. Favorite photo shoot, man, that's tough.
Or the look or whatnot.
I would probably say, just thinking off the top of my head, a favorite shoot was probably the one where I was doing like the Aaliyah vibes.
With the pink background?
Yes.
That's the one I was gonna say. Yeah. That is my favorite. With Nero.
Yes.
That is actually my favorite. Just because I remember, I think that shot when you had it like this.
Yeah.
I probably exactly that one. I was just like, okay, I feel it, and I like that look. Okay. Yeah. So, and you probably gonna do a little bit more things in the future because I know that the content that you make and everything. Yeah. I like that.
Yeah, definitely. Photo shoots are kind of something that just happen randomly. Reach out to me. So.
And like you mentioned for the tag and all that stuff. How many would you say that you've done so far?
Photo shoots? I have no idea. A lot. I've done a lot. I couldn't even put a number on it. It's like a lot.
Okay, but that's good though.
Yeah.
That's good. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Also, you're an actress. Yes. You were in a movie this year, Neurosis. Yes. Was that your first film?
That was my first film.
That was your first one?
It was.
Okay. Yeah. What was the process like in making that film?
So the process was like, so they actually just reached out to me again on social media and was like, we have a role for you.
Specifically for you.
Yeah. Okay. So they said that they have been wanting to work with me. So I have a page that's like dedicated to my modeling, acting, music. And they saw on my page that I had acting on there because I previously did a stage play.
Oh, okay.
So, they reached out to me and, I met with them. They gave me the script. And we did, I think, 2 table reads where we got everyone on and we just kind of went over the whole movie. And then we just started filming. So it was not a super long process for me because my role wasn't huge.
Yeah.
But the couple of days that I did go was kind of like longer days and just trying to get the right feel, the right shot. I was also in the movie, I was playing someone that was kidnapped.
Yeah.
So it was like very intense, very like you gotta turn it on. So it took us a couple of shots. Like I had to kind of do it a couple times to get into that mode. But yeah, it was pretty cool. We just filmed and did all the editing and stuff, and we did the premiere in February.
Yeah, I remember that. Over at Flick's Brewhouse. I had to think of the name for a second. I'm gonna say like Tinseltown or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember being there for it and everything like that. It was some twists and turns.
Yes.
And everything.
Yeah.
And I know the movie will be coming out on the on their website for the Notice Studio. Excuse me.
Yes.
I know they're gonna be having it out. So just in case if you guys haven't watched it and everything like that. How should we expect more films from you?
Yes. So I'm actually supposed to be in a couple more with them.
Okay.
I'm working on one right now called Off the Front Line, and so that'll be coming soon. And so, yeah, the next ones are going to be really cool. I'm actually going to be an assassin in the next one, so... Yeah.
I didn't know I was going to be here. I'm just playing.
So I'm excited. Yeah, we got to go through like gun training and all kind of stuff.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, so you really get into it, so you're not just like... on the fly, like it's okay.
Yeah, so it's a big deal.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
That they have you guys going through that and everything just to really kind of fill the role. Like I know I hear stories about that from like people on HBO. Like I had to go through this just so I could feel what the person's going through. Okay,
exactly.
Okay, so by now you a professional shooter. Or are we still getting there?
I'm still getting there. The acting thing is new.
Okay.
So that is something that I'm still trying to fill out. Like I said, I was in a stage play, but it was a little different. Mm-hmm. Film is definitely different. Like,
when you say stage play, was it like school or was it just for fun?
It was just someone reached out to me and they were doing a stage play.
You're the right person to reach out to.
Yeah. I'm telling you, it's like,
I like that.
It's kind of these opportunities kind of fall into my lap, so I'm super thankful. But yeah, it was a guy that was doing a play here, and they reached out to me. It was like, we think you'd be a good fit for it. Okay. So I had no acting experience, but they put a lot of faith in me. So.
And you do a good job at that.
Thank you.
So,
I appreciate it.
And just recently you posted about you receiving an award. Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Yes. So shout out to Kareem. He just showed up to my show and he gave me an award, basically stating that something about the future leaders of tomorrow. So I didn't fully understand it myself at first. I had to kind of investigate it and read it a little bit, but yeah, so that will be happening in July. The award show for that. So
is it here in Oklahoma?
Yes.
Okay, nice. Yeah. So congratulations to you.
Thank you.
For winning that and everything. Guys, be on the lookout for sure. Also, you are a business owner.
Yes.
You got a lot of hats. I love this. On Royal Balance and Bookkeeping. Yes. Can you tell us more about that?
Yeah, so I opened my own business back in 2020. And I actually opened it so I could be a stay-at-home mom. So I have 5-year-old twins. And
you have twins?
I do.
Okay.
A boy and a girl.
Okay.
Yeah. So I opened my business a little after they turned 1. So I took off for the first year to just kind of get acclimated with being a new mother of 2. You go 0 to 2. It's crazy. So I opened my company in 2020, and so I could stay at home with them but still work. And so basically what I do is I help business owners with their finances. So all their like income and expenses and all that, I track all of that and make reports for them. So it's kind of like accounting. I'm not a CPA, but I help them with like their finances and stuff. So tax time and all that stuff. So right now is a really busy time for me. Like I'm losing my mind because
you all these things we just mentioned so far.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, but I love that you have that going on. And I know you were a mother, but I didn't know you had twins.
I do.
And that's it's crazy because for me, like I don't have any children. But my family, at least on my dad's side, we had 40 sets of twins. So I'm
40? 40?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Well, maybe 30, but still, it's large
still
number.
Double. Okay,
Right.
Yeah.
So it's one of those. If me and my wife decide to,
Mm-hmm.
It's one of those. I just want one, but I don't know.
You might get two.
Yeah, right. Because I, like my dad's a twin, and my brother had a couple of them, and stuff like that. So yeah. But it's great that you did get to balance that. And was that like a leap of faith to go into that?
Yes.
Just starting it during the pandemic, I'm assuming.
Yes, it was. It was a huge leap of faith. So at the time, I was actually working nights at IHOP.
Okay.
So I was working nights, and then during the day, I was working on my business.
Mm-hmm.
And then COVID hit, and they actually laid me off from IHOP.
Oh.
So I had no choice. It was like, I got to make this business work.
Yeah.
The good thing is that in order for people to get like the PPP loans and stuff, they have to have their books together. So then that kind of works hand in hand. So I was able to get a lot of clients and really get it going. But it was definitely a leap of faith. I have no experience in this field. Like, it was just, we're just going to do it. Like, so I've quit a million times, but I've always went back.
Yeah, and that's good. Never give up on opportunities and things because you never know what comes from it. I'm gonna tell you right now, I almost quit the show. But look, I'm here doing this. I wouldn't have had this opportunity and everything, and I'm happy that I could be able to talk with people like yourself and other people and just be able to keep this going because I love doing this. It's just fun to do and everything. So, but you have a great story. Like that's good that you still like. Look, you have a no quit attitude. I mean, even though you just said that, but it's not too far removed.
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
So also, because I mentioned earlier about Rachel Black, I noticed recently you guys just went to Dallas and made some content. How was that like?
It was so much fun. It was definitely just like a spur of the moment, like, we're going to do this. We definitely try to do our best to, promote our music and everything. So we do really good at like motivating each other and coming up with ideas and stuff. So it was a lot of fun. It ended up raining in Dallas the whole time. So we had to make the best of it, but we made it work. So,
how long you guys been knowing each other?
Like about a year.
Okay, so it's still fresh.
It's definitely fresh, yeah.
Okay. And Rachel, I'm a big fan of her, of course. You guys know. I've been on had her on the podcast 2 times. In fact, when I first interviewed her, I just heard a couple of songs in my EP, and I just was like, would you like to be on the show? And she definitely helped me out and stuff like that. And speaking of helping me out, actually, I had her to send in the next question that's going to be asked. So this is from Rachel.
Okay. Who are your biggest inspirations when it comes to doing music?
So I would say definitely growing up, because I was only allowed to listen to gospel music. I'm a big Israel Houghton fan. I don't know if you know who that is, but he's a gospel singer.
Okay, I'll probably have to get more into.
Yeah. So that's growing up. That was my biggest inspiration. That's what made me want to go practice.
Okay.
I would say currently my biggest inspirations, honestly, Rachel and Courtney. They're huge inspirations to me. Seeing them. Even like knowing them for the past year, because I met them around the time that I started recording. Okay. So even seeing their growth from then to now is very motivating and inspirational to me. Like, it makes me feel like I can do it.
That's what's up. And 2 great examples to work from and everything, because just seeing them from their first projects to what they're doing right now, and knowing that you are starting to, get your foot in the game and seeing the start from it, and then knowing that as long as you keep going, where it's going to turn to and stuff like that. Because you are an excellent singer.
Thank you.
Even from just, because I remember seeing you live at the Trip of Friends, and I was like, well, I like the lineup, so I definitely want to go through and everything like that. You noticed me before I noticed you and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm socially awkward.
Me too. Me too.
So it's different because I'm thinking, okay, even though we just know each other from social media, sometimes I don't know people, I gotta
fill them out.
Yeah, fill them out. It's so weird. But after that, it's like, boom, enjoying that and everything. Plus you working with Reggie and everything. Yeah. What's it like working with Reggie?
So I didn't like Reggie at first. Let me just say that. But I was really just at war with myself because I didn't like being told like what I was doing wrong.
Okay.
So it was really like a me issue. Me and Reggie, we started working together about a year ago, and honestly, he told me like, you're not ready. Like we gotta grow. I needed to grow vocally. Like there's just a lot of areas I needed to grow with. So yeah, he grew on me, like for sure, and he's very knowledgeable. He does a lot for us, honestly. Okay. Like he goes above and beyond for all of us. So I'm super grateful. Definitely a vibe when we work now. Putting the work in, like the areas that he told me I needed to grow in. I'm so thankful that he was brave enough. Not everybody's brave enough to tell you about yourself.
Yeah. So, and because I needed a kick in the butt and stuff like that. And as many conversations I had with people, and I'm happy that I listened because it's levels to this. Yes. From the moment I started the show to where it's happening now. Like I wouldn't imagine this is all happening for me. Yeah. But I get it. Yeah. I totally understand what you're coming from when you say like, hey, you know, if I just take this route and see where it could take me. And it took you far. Yeah. It took you far, actually. Because you're still in the beginning. Definitely. But I love that.
Yeah, I actually worked with several producers before Reggie, and it just didn't work. Like, we didn't get anywhere. Like, we just kept going in circles. Like, I accomplished nothing. So as soon as I got with him, I started seeing results immediately. Okay. So I was like, this is the person that I need to work with.
So how long have you been recording? Excuse me if I interrupt you. But how long have you been recording music then?
So February is when I really started. I had worked with a couple of producers before. We recorded like maybe 1 or 2 songs, like just ideas and stuff, but it was never like full-fledged like project, name for the project. Like we just didn't get anywhere. It was very like surface level. So yeah, when Reggie says he's gonna do something, he does it. So he made it happen.
So, and then also with that being said, you also performing your music and everything. Yes. Been noticing that every Friday, or at least most of the Fridays, you performing at the restaurant Brielle's. Now, I have not went to the newer location in Midwest City. I only remember the first one, and then also the one on Walker. I can't think of the other street, but it's the second location. But do you perform your own music as well as maybe some covers?
Yes, I do both. Okay. So I'm there every other Friday from 5 to 8, and I perform all of my original music. Okay. And then the rest is covers. Okay. So, yeah. All right. And then it seems pretty fun, good food, and a good vibe. Because I remember my wife and my mom-in-law had first went there on like a random, I don't know what day they went, but them telling me about it and everything. I'm like, okay. So when I went up there and hearing, the covers and stuff, but I still got to hear Mariah's music there in Brielle's because I know exactly what I want to order and I like the vibes and stuff like that. Yeah, it's a great place. Yeah.
All right. Well, speaking of your own music, you dropped a single on February 27th. Yeah. I'm ready. Yes. This one, I'm not gonna lie, because I remember hearing it at Trippin' Friends that time when I saw you perform for the first time, and then at the time, like I had recorded and I was like, well, let me not listen to it till it comes out because I want to be able to get the feels and everything. What was it like recording that song? Because the first single at the gate, that was pretty nice.
Yeah, that one was a lot of fun. That was actually the first song that they wrote for me. So okay. That, I was a little like apprehensive because I've worked with so many producers. I was like, are they getting what I'm trying to, like the direction I'm trying to go?
I understand.
And so I was worried. Like I was like, didn't have a lot of faith in them. The song was actually like birthed out of a conversation that I had with Reggie. Like literally,
because you mentioned earlier, he said he wasn't ready. Yeah. And then I like the tie-in on that. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So, we were just talking. I was kind of like expressing him like Reggie's like all the things. He's producer, engineer, counselor, stylist. So you know what I'm saying. So I was having a conversation with him just literally about a season I was going through in my life, which we're gonna like dive into that on a live later. But it was literally like what I was going through, and he took it and turned it into a song, and I had no idea. He just called me one day and was like, "I have a song for you. I want you to hear it." So he sent it to me, and I was just like, no words. Like, it was crazy. I was like, this is exactly what I'm looking for. And
it clicked.
It did.
I like that.
Yeah. So, shout out to them. They're amazing. So it was different recording that one because it hit home for me. Like, it was literally, even just because they wrote it a year ago. And so even just going through this year and last year, it's like played out in my life. So that song is very like special to me.
Okay.
On the project, so.
When did you know that was going to be the first single that you released?
We didn't know that until like right before like we released the single. We were trying to figure it out. We were like, what's the single? Because I have a couple of other songs that are really dope. And we were like, what's the single? And he was just like, I'm ready.
That makes sense because I mean it's like boom, you're ready, and then now we getting a little bit more of the feels of it and stuff. And plus the Instagram reels and everything, great music. And I don't know what it is, but because I love hearing like an old school vibe, and I noticed 3 verses, and we don't really get that these days. Not to say that songs that are 2 or maybe 1 aren't good, but it's just like, oh, I like that it's still kind of continuing. And then the fact that you took like that story and put it into a song is amazing. Yeah. So that's really cool. But you know, are we expecting a project this year from you?
Yes. Okay. Most definitely. We're shooting for May.
Okay.
So that's when the full project should drop. Some more music videos.
So nice.
We're trying to do it big.
All right. Now the video shoot. I'm ready. Yeah. The concept. Who came up with the concept, and how like what was it like shooting that video? So
music videos are a lot.
Yeah.
Let me start with that. I don't think I realized all that goes into it. I would say a lot of the like direction and everything came from Reggie.
Okay.
So he played a huge part in that. Of course, shout out to Anthony. He recorded it. So it was like an all-day process. It was very long. I was really grumpy by the end of it. So I feel bad for them because I was like...
Was it one day? Was it all one day?
It was all in one day.
All in one? Oh, wow. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So I had a show at Brielle's the night before, and then we woke up that morning and shot the music video.
Oh, so, no breaks, no days off.
No days off. Yeah. So it was quite intense, but it was so worth it. Like the video was exactly what I wanted it to be, and it was a lot of fun. I'm glad I think that helped like just tie it all together, having those visuals and stuff. So
okay.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna try a new segment on the show, and I think you'd be perfect for it because I noticed like from your Instagram, you also work out in the gym and everything like that. So the segment I'm gonna call you guys is gonna be called "What's in the Playlist." Now, when you in the gym, what are like 3 songs that you definitely have to work out to when you just grinding?
Honestly, one album that I listen to every time I work out is Cooley. I listen to
okay.
Yeah, everyone always
team.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, so that was actually my number 1 album for 2023 on Spotify. I love it. I don't know, it just gets me in the vibe.
I got you.
So I always listen to that whole album start to finish when I'm working out.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, and then you're probably gonna be listening to your own project once it. I mean, of course you're gonna hear it before we do.
Right.
I got you.
Yeah.
I like that. Okay, so something blue. Y'all got to stream it and everything like that. Yeah. Since you brought up for you, for me, 4 out of the 5 songs was from Not One Love Song.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
So yeah, but that's what's up. We'll get into a couple of games as well. The 5 W's. The who, what, when, would, and where. Because I don't like to ask why questions. Okay. Y'all should already know this. I mean, I've been doing this podcast for 3 years, so let's keep it a buck. So for who is a celebrity that you will refuse to date, even if they were the last person on earth?
Ooh, a celebrity I would refuse to date. Oh man. Does basketball players count?
Oh yeah, it could be anybody.
Draymond Green. I don't like him.
I feel you. I mean, that's a great answer. I mean, other than the fact that I don't, I've had answers of the baby and Future. That works. Yeah. That works. I respect that.
That's just the person that came to mind. I don't like it.
Hey, it's all good. What is the best advice that anyone's ever given to you?
The best advice. I feel like there's a lot that has been given to me that hits home, but something recently that's helped me is like control what you can control. I feel like I just want everything to be like perfect, and I can like tend to overthink things, and a lot of stuff that's truly just not in my control. So that is something lately that's been huge for me.
Understood. Yeah. When is the best time to record a song?
When is the best time to record a song?
Yeah. Any answer works. I've heard them all, so it's.
I don't know. I guess as long as I've had sleep, that's the best time.
Yeah. Okay. Well, off subject, because you mentioned about the video shoot. How much sleep did you get from Brielle's to the video shoot?
Like 3 hours.
3 hours.
2 to 3 hours.
Well, sponsored by Red Bull, maybe. Coffee.
Coffee.
Yeah.
Coffee. Yeah. Definitely.
Okay.
Yeah, so that may be why I was a little grumpy towards the end, because it was like 3 hours of sleep. So.
I mean, but it's understandable. I guess. Yeah, it works.
We made it though.
Yeah, you did, and you made a great masterpiece. Yeah. So, and you are natural on the screen. You know, movie modeling, video shoots. It works. Yeah. It works. It comes together. Yeah. For your birthday, would you rather receive cash or gifts?
Ooh, cash.
Cash. When is your birthday?
November 9th.
You a Scorpio.
I'm a Scorpio.
I'm October. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
October Scorpio.
Yeah. I know. Look.
It's different, but
it's
okay.
Different. And you know what? It's so funny. I married a November Scorpio.
Okay.
So my best friend is a November Scorpio.
See?
So it works out. I like that.
True.
All right. Where's the best place you've traveled to?
Ooh, the best place. I'm a huge fan of South Beach.
Yeah.
Okay. I like it.
I like that. I need to go.
And not even because like the party, I didn't even party when I went, but it's really just because Florida, if you walk around, they have fruit stands, like just a big stand of fruit you can just buy, and that just really hit home for me. Like,
oh, nice.
I love that. It feels good, and they got fruit, and just everyone's happy. The sun is out.
Okay.
It's great. I love South Beach.
Okay, so 10 out of 10 recommend?
10 out of 10.
Okay, because I need to go. I haven't been to South Beach, and my favorite college football team's in Miami, and that's yet to go.
You gotta go.
I got to. In the last game, first things first, I haven't did this game since the second year anniversary with Courtney. But then we're gonna only just do 7, 7, 8. So with first things first, you ain't got to say like the first word that comes to mind. You can explain however. If you want to do one word, that's totally up to you. Okay. Or explanation is just how you feel. First person, Reggie. What you think? Like, what's the first thing that comes to mind when you think of Reggie?
Work.
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 Understandable.
Yeah.
Rachel.
Sweet.
Okay. Courtney.
Fireball. Firecracker. Fireball. Something.
I know.
Fire something.
I can't even hear her, and I know she's laughing right now.
Yes.
I could just tell. And then Cooley.
Cool.
Cool.
This is cool.
Why was I about to say that answer for you? He is cool. He is cool. All right, hold on. Cooley, if you ever watched this, I had told my mom about when you had showed up and I had like just t-shirt and jeans and you had your church suit on. She made me like, yo, you gonna have to step your game up on the clothes. And I'm just like, I didn't know he was gonna show up that way. I would have changed. All right, so since we only in the by the time you guys hear this, probably the 4th month of the year and everything. What should we expect more from 2024 for you?
I would just say all the above, kind of like everything that's been going on. I'm just trying to grow it, amplify it, make it better. So definitely the shows at Brielle's, we're working on getting those just top notch. Of course, the project, a couple movies. So yeah, who knows?
Endless possibilities.
Endless possibilities.
I love that. Yeah. And then are you working on anything else right now that we may have not mentioned?
Nope, that's pretty much it. So just mainly focus on the music right now, and then the movies kind of after that. But yeah.
Okay. All right. So the last thing I want to ask is, I always make sure to ask this to all my guests and everything, but I'm going to switch it up just a little bit because this is the 3rd year anniversary. I normally used to ask, like, where do you see yourself in 2 years? Well, we're going to go with 3 because that's a good theme. Mm-hmm. Where do you see yourself in 3 years?
3 years. I'll be 33. Honestly, I see myself performing more, way more, more movies, kind of just like just more of what I have going on in 3 years. Just growing my business. I want to get my business to a point to where it's more of like passive income, and I'm just kind of like, the head of it. So yeah, just growth. The 30s for me have been like growth. Like that's
growth.
The
I love
theme.
that.
So just way more growth, and just having more fun.
And I see big things happening for you. Because I'm just noticing it from the outside looking in, from social media and the conversations we had prior to this interview and everything like that. I do thank you again for being on the show this week. Of course, you got to let everybody know where to follow you, because if you guys not following her,
you tripping.
You are.
Yeah. So Instagram, Mariah Denee, Denee official. My Facebook is Mariah Denee Brown. TikTok, same, Mariah Denee official, and Twitter is Mariah D Brown.
Nice.
So I'm on all of them actively.
Like I said, you gotta follow her. Follow her. And to everybody that watched the episode this week, thank you guys again. I love to say it, and I gotta make sure, because last time I missed it on the last year's anniversary. But I love you guys. I truly do. Thank you once again to Mariah for being on this week's episode. Thank you guys for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.